Now, US President Donald Trump has signed a revised travel ban order to replace the one blocked by a federal court. The new executive order bans the issuing of visas to people from 6 Muslim-majority countries. Iraq isn't on the new list. Unlike the previous ban, which went into effect immediately, this one won't take effect until the 16th of March. And the new ban doesn't apply to legal permanent residents, valid visa holders and dual citizens. Let's bring in Peter Mathews now. He's a professor of political science at Cyprus College and he's joining us live from Los Angeles. Mr. Mathews, always good to have you with us on Al Jazeera. So I want to ask you, shortly after the first version of the travel ban was announced, we heard from Trump advisor Rudy Giuliani. He went on TV and this is what he said. When Trump first announced it, he said, Muslim ban, he called me up, he said, put a commission together, show me the right way to do it legally. Do you think this new order is a cleaned up version of Trump's original Muslim ban, or are the changes that have been made, are we seeing something categorically different?
I think it's a cleaned up version, a scaled back version with the same fatal flaws. That's the words of the ACLU. And because of the fact that it can be seen in courts, in a court challenge, that is a Muslim ban, because it does in fact target 6 Muslim-majority countries, this order might actually be defeated in court once again, or blocked at least in the courts. So I do agree with the ACLU that it's a scaled-back version of the same Muslim ban with the same fatal flaws, and he's got to do better than that. And I think that it's a very problematic because it's discriminating against a particular religious group. And in America, our Constitution says there is no preference of one religion over the other. There's an establishment clause that says the government cannot establish any kind of religious preference of one faith over the other. And they also did drop the religious minority provisions, by the way, that allowed Christians favorable treatment. They dropped that as well, but that's not enough in my view.
It does affect fewer people. It exempts green card holders, as we've mentioned. The way that it's being rolled out, it's more orderly, meaning people won't be pulled off planes, won't be held on arrival in the US. But you don't think that that's enough to blunt the opposition then? You do expect to see this challenged in court again?
I don't think so. From the reactions we're getting from human rights groups, including the ACLU, civil rights groups as well, and civil liberties, there's going to be challenges on this this ban, which we call a Muslim ban. I do believe that the problem is with the religious connotation that you're targeting people of a certain faith from a certain group of nations. And by the way, this doesn't make America any safer. In fact, many experts said it actually makes America less safe because it really upsets people who are our traditional allies to help us fight against extremist terrorism. Look at Iraq, for example. They're on the battlefield against ISIS, and yet Trump included them in the first Muslim ban. It was outrageous. So this time he drops them, but still other countries are included that could be our allies in the fight against extremism. So we have to work with our allies, treat them as human beings, treat people equally, because that's part of the soft power of America, accepting people from all faiths in this country equally. And if we lose that, then we lose a lot of our moral leadership and authority, and it makes us less secure, in my view, as well.
Peter Mathews, Professor of Political Science at Cyprus College, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.